Watching the 1923 Season 2 premiere might have some Yellowstone fans wondering why Elsa Dutton, Isabel May, narrates the prequels but not Kevin Costner's series. A simple answer exists. The young female narrator with a thick southern accent hails from the cast of 1883, which introduces the earliest members of the Dutton family tree. Elsa joins her parents, James, Tim McGraw, and Margaret Dutton, Faith Hill, as they journey northwest from Texas to Montana on a variant of the Oregon Trail. Despite her indomitable spirit, Elsa Dutton died at the end of 1883, setting up her family's next endeavor as the stewards of the largest ranch in Montana. Elsa's fate in 1883 inspired the family to settle in Montana so they could live where she died. The Dutton family's journey picks up in 1923 on the land where she was laid to rest. Elsa's recurring narration makes her immortal in the Yellowstone franchise despite her fate. Still, there's a reason Elsa doesn't recur throughout Yellowstone as in Taylor Sheridan's prequels. Why Elsa Dutton only narrates Yellowstone's prequels 1883 and 1923. Isabel May plays Elsa Dutton in 1883. Elsa Dutton doesn't narrate the original Yellowstone series mainly for logistical reasons. 1883 debuted on Paramount Plus between 2021 and 2022, years after the flagship began in 2018, so, for starters, the main series predates Elsa's pivotal narration. Isabel May was cast as Elsa Dutton years after Sheridan created his flagship Yellowstone series, which relies on modern characters like Kevin Costner's John Dutton and Kelly Riley as Beth to tell the story instead. 1923, the continuation of 1883, includes Elsa's narration despite the character's death. It makes sense that Elsa returns, explaining what happened to her mother and father. Elsa's narration in 1923 is organic despite her death since she continues the story she began. While it makes sense that Yellowstone couldn't include Elsa before the character existed, it's still worth considering why the flagship didn't include her narration more in later Yellowstone seasons. Elsa's spirit has been forgotten by Yellowstone's modern Dutton family. Yellowstone exists over a century after 1883. Beth smokes in Yellowstone. Considering that the modern Dutton family has forgotten Elsa's spirit, it didn't make sense to include Elsa Dutton's narration in Yellowstone until the Season 5 finale. In Yellowstone's series ending, Elsa Dutton's narration tells the story of the promise that her father made. Elsa's narration talks about how her family has been forgotten by its modern characters, which makes sense since more than 100 years separate them. Elsa's absence in Yellowstone makes her return in 1923 Season 2 even better. Elsa has proximity to the 1923 characters since her brother, Spencer Dutton, Brandon Sklenar, is central to the story. Elsa's narration caps 1923 Season 2's premiere after a mountain lion appears on the Dutton family's porch in 1923 Season 2, Episode 1. Elsa describes the fierce cycle of winter as the killing season, which gives the episode its title. Unfortunately, Elsa knows the nature of life and death better than most.